All right, y'all. What's up? This is Michael Manmice Customs. It's 31 degrees outside. It's probably more like in the 19-degree range. I just wanted to come in here, kind of take a video of the truck, just how it looks, how it's been stored. All the components that are off of it: fans, wheel wells, caps, bolts, you name it, dipsticks. It's a 6.0 engine swap. It's got LS. It's an LS 6.0. It's got aluminum heads on it. There's duct tape on the air intake tubes. You can see the cast iron on the bottom and the aluminum right there. So I went ahead and put in all the ignition coil plugs. They're all AC Delco spark plugs. As well as on this side, the red wires, ignition wires from the coils to the spark plugs, all AC Delco spark plugs, AC Delco wires. For majority of the entire harness, this is the alternator wire on top, and then there's going to be like the harness wire on top, map sensor on top. There's a sensor broken on the intake. We'll have to get that replaced and working on some other parts for the intake. But this is the main fuse box. Sorry guys, I'm a little low right now. I got the car jacked up because I'm going to be getting under there working on installing the starter wire harness. But yeah, as you can see, this box right here, this is the main relay box. It has, let me say it's like this. So right here it has these handles. You hit these tabs, and then basically it'll come up, and you lock it down by pulling it down. You have to push this from the center before it grabs. Then down here on this powertrain control module, it's kind of small for the newer ones, but it has a black and gray clip. I believe it was black on top, gray on bottom. And then on the rear, it has another clip. So there's 3 clips. They go there, and then one here. With these 4 clips, the harness will come off for the engine. And then as you can see, this is like where the radiator is going to go, the fan clips, the serpentine belt, alternator, power steering pump, all that I'm removing. There are some coolant lines on the rear. These little small red caps. Let me get a zoom on there for you. So when I bought my motor, it didn't come with this. And what it is those are, it's like a line that sends coolant from one side of the block. Let's see if I can get it on camera. It's down here. Right there, those little red things. So it'll be a line from here to here from each head. And it runs off into the reservoir. There's the reservoir. Let me get a back shot. There's the reservoir and all the piping. I have to figure out, out of the 2 hoses that go here, I need to figure out which one goes where and then get the radiator hose in. But I haven't done any of those pipings because I haven't done the AC compressor. Don't know how, don't know why. Bolts are missing. Got to find them. I feel like people come in here and mess with my bolts sometimes just because, I don't know. But anyways, for some reason I can't find those bolts. They're probably somewhere. Someone picked them up, kicked them. My brother, he sells couches. You ever need a couch, hit the line. But yeah, so here's everything that's done so far. Battery is still in the car. Wire harness is dropped. This is going to be the front sensors, intake sensors, fuel sensors, mass airflow sensor that goes on the airbox. And then down here, I got my 2 lower O2s. If you notice the exhaust manifold, I had to pull the exhaust manifold off together as a unit. I believe there's a bolt missing on the other side. It's just unscrewed, so I have to put the nut back. Let me see if I can get a zoom up on it. Right there, you see all the nuts here? Well, there's no nut there. I gotta get that nut back on. These manifolds wouldn't release from that part, and I didn't want to cut anything. But yeah, all the O2s are connected. Wiring harness from the top's connected. This is intake sensors and stuff. But yeah, all the ignition wires are connected. And like I said, as soon as I get the AC compressor, here's the AC compressor. I did not remove the line, so that it has the Freon still in it. And then the AC tensioner, it needs an AC belt, so I need to get a belt for that from AC Delco from GM. But yeah, so the belt we need for the AC, the tensioner is good. If not, I can take one off the core. I got to get the alternator off the core, power steering pump off the core. I'll be doing a majority of that. I actually have my buddy's Lexus right here in the background I have to finish up. We took it all apart. There's just it needs about 3 hours worth of work. I put about 6 hours into this today. So yeah, just update on the car. Pretty much all the wiring harnesses installed. The wheels are almost about ready to go back on. I'll have, as you can see, the starter, obviously the bolt stayed with it. So I have the starter, I have the bolts, I have the nuts on the back. Everything's there. I have the little crown cover cap for it. One of the shrouds. It's the lower skid plate. A bunch of radiator hoses. Oh my God.